We are live. We are live and direct. Good morning, everyone. Good morning on Instagram. Good morning on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for what is going to be another great broadcast full of advice to inspire all of you because you guys are phenomenal. You know, you guys are absolutely amazing. You show up every day and it's a pleasure to be in your life. Because that's what my purpose is in life. I am inspired. This is an amazing week for me because it's all about inspiration. This is day 2. I've got to share this in one more place and then we'll be good to go. Let's share this here, there, and then we are on. This is it. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, everyone. Happy, beautiful, inspiring day to everyone. We've been playing around with some new technology that you'll be seeing more of over the next few weeks, but this is what we're going to do today, just keeping it real, keeping it normal. You can see I've got my Superman underneath there, the superhero inside of me. This is such an important area that we're looking at this week because it's all about inspiration. Hands up if you love that word. Do you know what words are associated or synonymous with that word? Yesterday, we looked at what is called the etymology of words. I didn't even have if someone had said to me, what does that word mean? I would have no idea the etymology or even how to spell it. In fact, I still don't know how to spell the word, but it means the root of words. And it's fascinating to realize where the roots of words come from. Like the root of the word confidence in its Latin origin, confidere, to have confidence in yourself. Inspiration in its Latin origin means to breathe, the breath of life. To breathe is to be inspired. And I appreciate every single one of you that is showing up and is curious about this subject, the word curiosity. That means a desire to learn, a curious mind. I'm curious. That's interesting. I'm going to listen with a curious mind. But if we look at words that are associated with the word inspiration, it's absolutely fascinating. Words like outstanding, marvelous, excellent, incredible, formidable, exciting, thrilling. Isn't that amazing? Aren't those great words? Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Tamsin. Good morning, everyone. Aren't those amazing words? Let's say them again. Which words really stand out for you? Inspiring words. That's outstanding. That's marvelous. That's excellent. That's incredible, formidable, exciting, thrilling. Aren't they amazing words? Show me some hearts if you're loving the words. If you feel inspired by those words. Because to be inspired often is your breath. You breathe in. Try not breathing. See how inspired you feel. But if you hold your breath, by the way, which is a great technique, if you hold your breath after you've breathed out and hold your breath for as long as you can, when you take that next breath in, you will feel inspired. You will feel the breath of life. And my goal is to help you really understand what it is to live the inspired life. Please go and check out the question of the day that I wrote in our Facebook group, which is, who are you inspired to become in your life? Who are you inspired to become? Thank you for everyone yesterday. It took some time because Monday is always a day when we look at a subject, which we look at 5 days, and this week is all about inspiration. Day 1 is where I'm asking you to become more aware of what in your life. Let's share this stuff right now, my friends. Times in your life where you have been inspired. Okay? Times in your life where you've been inspired. Or what did you used to be really inspired about? This is the curious thing, because many of us have lost that pizzazz, have lost that spark. And inspiration is the spark that your body needs. Now we think, oh, where do we get the inspiration from? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. And this is where, for the rest of this week, I guarantee to show up and inspire you to be outstanding, to be thrilling, to be amazing. So I'm asking you to write down, thank you very much everyone, just share this bottom left hand corner. Bottom, let's get it out there. Thank you for all those shares. We know that people out there in a world where there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, we need people just like you, people like you who are saying, you know what, it's time for me to be inspired. And what we want to look at today, write this down, it's called Diminishing Intent. Diminishing Intent. All right? Write that down, diminishing intent. Now, what I mean by this is once you get inspired to do something, if you don't act upon that inspiration, it's a law of diminishing intent that the inspiration will slowly start to come down. Inspiration is action. That's what it is. Let's become people of action. Who's fired up? Who's excited about becoming a person of action? You see, you know what? That's a great idea. And then you think, it's a brilliant idea. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it in 10 minutes. No. Most of you know this because we say it a lot here on My 365 is inspiration is for amateurs. What? You're talking about what I actually mean by this. If you're sitting around waiting to be inspired, if you're sitting around waiting to be inspired, you could sit around a long time. You might kind of feel a little bit inspired, but inspiration is action. And if you want to beat the law of diminishing intent, how many of you have had that before? You've had an idea and you've gone and you've started something. I don't have a problem starting something. My issue is getting distracted. So I have to really be disciplined. I want to use my inspiration to be disciplined to create the life that I am building every single day. I am building a great life by design. So understand this. You want to be inspired, become a person of action. Notice that when you're inspired to do something, if you want the law of diminishing intent to take effect, just don't do anything. Hesitate. Hesitate is where self-doubt becomes. Self-doubt drops in. Does everyone understand here, what I'm saying right now? Can you just show me a thumbs up? You go, Pete, this makes perfect sense. You see, something might make perfect sense, but one of the things that we are all working on, because we are a community of people all around the world, and this is something I want all of you to have in mind today, okay? Really important stuff here. It's when you're inspired to do something, not just for yourself, but to do it because you want to share it with others. My 365, an incredible community of people, I challenge you that whenever you're doing any of these actions that you know are going to move you in the direction that you want to go, think about doing it not just for you, but doing it for Gillian. Gillian doing it for Louise. Ben Dale taking a picture of his inspiring meals that he's making so that other people can be inspired by what he's doing. I'm certainly inspired by what he's doing. Let us share our inspiration. That's where my hashtag My365ProjectMe is all about, is sharing your inspired life. Now, why it's challenging, a couple of reasons why it's challenging for us to live an inspired life is most people have been dumbed down. They're living an existence where they're just existing. They don't inspire, or their inspiration comes through impulses. So they have an impulse, they're inspired to do it, they do it, they get a quick sense of feeling of well-being or a sense of joy, a sensual stimulation. We need to cool a lot of our impulses, of our addictions, because most people have them. And that's something we're going to work on, most definitely. But to be inspired to cool down those impulses, wouldn't that be great? To take control of your life. Probably frozen for you guys in the background there. Wow, we went from your connection is weak. I'm strong. I am strong like bull. So our challenge, my friends, is to recognize diminishing intent, And many of us suffer from this. Look, we are all about offering you practical, simple solutions that you can apply every single day. So whatever you're doing, do it for other people as well as yourself and share that. Because once you're around, this is what Napoleon Hill talked about in Think and Grow Rich, is the mastermind alliance. Eddie is aligned with Denise. Denise is aligned with Karen. Judith is aligned with Desi. We are all aligned to each other. So don't just think about doing this for yourself. Doing it because you want to inspire other people. It's one of the greatest things on earth. And one of the things that I've observed probably more than anything else is all about perseverance, is sticking to something where you have passion and some sort of purpose. Write that down, passion and purpose. So I'm asking you, who are you inspired to become? Me? I am inspired to become the best coach, the best friend, the best husband, the best person I can be. Now, for me to be the best coach that I can be, I'm inspired to have an incredible community, an incredible business of My 365 that inspires people just like you all over the world, that our success is built on the success of your success. What about you? What are you inspired to do? You see, if you're inspired to do something, if what you're inspired to do is bigger than just yourself, it's going to help you deal with the obstacles that are coming along the way. The bigger the thing that you want, often, as you know, the bigger the challenge you are going to face. So my main point of today is to understand diminishing intent. You inspired to do something. If you don't act upon that, your inspiration will go down and it will cool and gone. It's similar to motivation. But when you're inspired, you think, this is who I want to become. I want to become the best version I can be of myself. So that when you start to realize what you're doing now, you think, how would that person in the future, how would he do things? How would she do things? You can do this, but it all requires you to work out what do you need to do today to have the discipline that every single day, because most of us, we want the impulse now. We want everything now, but mastery is something right now that is frowned upon in our society. And what I'm asking you to do is to master certain things that are important to you right now and recognize what are the daily rituals. Now, last night, I'll give you an example. I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning. But last night, we had something we had to deal with, which meant we didn't go to bed till 12. So my alarm went off at 4, and I thought, no. 4:57, reset the alarm. I lost an hour, okay? So I had 2 hours to do what I needed to do. But I have 7 rituals that need to be done. If I'd missed one, it's okay. It's okay. But mastery comes from doing the simple things. This is the success formula, right? The successful things that we need to do every single day. Little incremental improvements that over time can make a huge improvement. Does this make sense? So society frowns upon mastery, but we need to start mastering mastery. And it's the simple things that are done every single day. And the more you do those things, to me, that is the inspired life. To look what I did. Look what I did for myself, and thinking about doing some of this stuff for others. So Mardi, for her to be the best that she can be, she knows to not just do that for herself, she needs to do that to be the example to everybody else. It's the same with you, Kathy. It's all of us. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Because we are all about taking common sense. Write this down. We are all about taking common sense and making common sense common practice. Incremental improvements every single day. And then you start to hit plateaus. People get bored with plateaus, but you want to plateau. You want to start plateauing because that's when things start getting grooved, and then you start to improve, and then you plateau, and then you start to improve. And when you start to record all the little things that you're doing, you'll start to see, look, there is momentum. Look at my investment. Look at the investments that I am making in myself. You will become a force of nature. Normally when you start doing things, as most of you know, there's a part of your brain that wants to stop you from doing anything new because it doesn't like change. It's trying to hold on to what you know. When you first do things, they can be unbearable, then they become uncomfortable, and then all of a sudden, my friends, you guys become unstoppable. My 365, inspiring people to be better than their best every single day. Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning, Mandy. It's great to see you. we need to work on mastery. It's your greatest gift. It's that you have the ability to master certain things, to master being on this earth, to enjoy your life and be inspired and to use your gifts. That's something we're going to be talking about, my friends. Creativity. We have got some amazing stuff to share with you. Our elite members, make sure you register for our webinar on Thursday night. This is going to blow your mind, what I'm going to share with you. And our new content is coming out on the 1st of March. It's going to blow you away. Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa. Great to see you here this morning. Thank you for last night. It was great coming. Many of you will be meeting Melissa when we go to the Alternative Center for the Mindset Retreat in April. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate every single one of you. Marty, I can't wait to see you in a few weeks in Vegas. And not the Vegas nerve, even though we will be using our Vegas nerve. Have a great day. Feeling outstanding now. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, Des. If you haven't shared this, bottom left-hand corner, share this on your timeline. Let's say goodbye to our Instagrammers here. And let me just ask you 1 second here. Don't go anywhere. Good morning. So here we go. We are now recording on Facebook. Show me some hearts. Has this been good fun? Who's enjoyed it? Give me a word to describe how you're feeling right now. This is all about living the inspired life. Living a life of greatness, there is a cost to it. You are going to face obstacles. You are going to face your programming. You're going to face everything about you that you have experienced in your life. But no matter what you've experienced, there's more to you than meets the eye. How many of you agree with me on that? Thumbs up if you agree there's more to you than meets the eye. You know, there is so much more to you. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you for showing up here. We'll see you for day 3 on living the inspired life. Much love. And thank you so much for all of you that, share this information, because every time you share it, you're helping us achieve our goal, which is to get this information out there across the world. We live in a time where it is possible to do it. It's possible that you could share something and someone else gets it. Not like writing them a letter, Anyway, thank you so much. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow. Please go and answer the question in the Facebook group, which is, who are you inspired to become? I told you I'm inspired to be the best possible version of myself that I can be. What about you? What about you? Thank you for sharing this. We'll see you tomorrow. Much love.